The Iris descended through the choking atmosphere, its hull groaning under the pressure. Every rivet screamed as the gravity well tightened its grip. With a final, bone-jarring thud, the ship came to rest on a field of twisted alloy. The engines died with a choked cough, leaving only the sound of cooling metal. Silence fell over the crash site, broken only by the hiss of cooling metal and the distant low hum of the planet itself. Sloane climbed out of the hull, her boots crunching on metal that was not ore. She looked up at a sky that shouldn't be that color. It was hull plating. She recognized the insignia of a fleet lost decades ago, now nothing more than scrap on this hungry rock. Dozens of ships lay embedded in the ground, their structures half absorbed into the planet's crust like skeletons in an ancient tomb. As though the rock had grown up around them, claiming them for the world below. This wasn't a landing, it was an intake. Beneath the scrap, the ground was alive. Veins of glowing energy pulsed through the metallic stone. Kael stepped down beside her, his sensors scanning the strange metallic terrain. The readings were off the charts. Kael knelt, running his hand over the surface. It felt warm, too warm for a dead planet in the void. It pulsed, a slow rhythmic vibration that felt like a heartbeat through his gloves, heavy and deliberate. "This isn't a planet," he whispered, his voice trembling in the comms. He looked around at the graveyard of ships. "It's a digestive system, and we're the next course." The ground shuddered. A deep, organic rumble echoed through the ship graveyard, shaking the Iris to its core. A fissure opened nearby, jagged and deep, exposing a glowing, molten interior that smelled of ozone and rot. And from it rose a geyser of corrosive gas, thick and yellow, obscuring the horizon in a toxic haze. Where it touched the Iris's hull, metal hissed and began to dissolve, the acid eating through the reinforced shielding. "It's breaking us down," Sloane said, her voice grim. She watched the outer hull start to flake away. "We have minutes before the hull is breached and the air is gone." She scrambled back inside, her mind racing for a solution. The cargo bay held their only hope. Grabbing emergency thrusters from the cargo bay. They were heavy, but her adrenaline was surging. Kael followed, his face pale in the emergency lights. He looked like he was already seeing his own ghost. "We can't outrun its gravity. We're already inside the stomach. We're dead, Sloane." Sloane lashed 2 thrusters together, her hands moving with desperate speed. She didn't have time for his fear. "Then we give it something else to digest," igniting in 3, 2, 1.